Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another useless build on Wizard101. This time around we have level 60 fire. So if you're a fire wizard, pretty popular school, you might get some inspiration from this video. So start off. My goal with this build was the highest possible damage you can get along with 100% accuracy and 100% power pip. So that means resist is more or less out the window, although it's not like completely terrible compared to some other schools with this type of build. But yeah, so 124 damage, pretty good. I thought fire was not that good at level 60, but I was wrong in terms of stats. Let me explain the 24 accuracy. I need the Belash deck, and I promise you guys, I tried and tried. I put out this video multiple days because I was farming for the Belash deck with the triangle socket, and I got 2 of them on my carry, but I didn't get one on this account. And I have like literally every other school. I think I'm only missing life and fire, so pretty unfortunate. And I'm not about to farm skeleton keys. I was just using what I had. And anyways, 11 pierce, which a lot of people say pierce doesn't matter at this level. I tend to disagree, so you know, it is what it is. And then 100% power pip. So start off the hat, we have Wastelander. And like I said, the good thing about fire is you actually don't have to sacrifice a resist. The only problem with this hat, of course, is the health. I use this hat because it gives the pierce, and I'd rather have the pierce. You can also go Skyfire, right? I think Skyfire would give you the same stats. You would just get health instead of pierce, which in hindsight might be better. And I think I had the Wastelander. I just went with this one. Robe is zigzag robe. You can roll the chest, and if you don't get it, come back the next day and keep coming back because it's terrible drop rates. The boots, we got Professor Boots. Pretty straightforward. They give really high power pip, and the problem is the power pip. Doing this build, the problem is definitely the power pip, and these just happen to give a ton of damage. There are better alternatives in terms of like raw damage, but you wouldn't be able to get the power pip and accuracy. The wand, we have Fairy Key Wand. You can also use the atavistic gear from Celestia in the most recent update. Pretty good. Same exact stats as Fairy Key. For the Athame, we have Lexicon Blade, which is from Tower of the Elephant, and you can just farm the first boss, which depending on if you have a carry or not, you know, that's how long it's going to take. It's not tradable as well, which is really annoying. So I basically have to farm this on every character that I try to make a level 60 build with. Kind of unfortunate, not really worth in my opinion. You can just use the Garnet Bear Claw and you get same sockets and everything, and you get some incoming if you care about that. You just get 1 less damage. That's literally the only difference, and less health actually. So you can also use Wastelander as the last option if you want extra pierce for whatever reason. It has an extra circle slot, but you lose 2 damage, so if you think that's worth it, and health again, of course. Amulet is the Fairy Key, and once again you can also use atavistic because all you care for is the circle and triangle slots. What's interesting about this is you can actually use level 30, level 40, level 50, you can use any of them. You just wouldn't get like the block and the health and stuff, which you don't really care about. You literally just need the circle and the triangle socket. The ring, we have Wastelander. Once again, the sockets, you need the triangle to put on power pip. That's the only thing. And other than that, great ring. Of course, we have the scratchy Frilosaur, quint damage, set bonus, Stompy Bronto. And then for the deck, I use the Fiery deck, which is crafted and apparently auctionable. Crafted from Celestia. I don't remember which vendor. I think it's in the Floating Land, I think. Gives triangle. It really doesn't matter which deck you use, to be honest with you. You just need a triangle. And you want the Belash deck. I just don't have it, so I have 1% chance to fizzle. Like I said, overview of the stats. I also really, the deck isn't that big of a deal because you get pretty close. Like after you do Tower of the Elephant, after you do Waterworks maybe twice at this level, which you don't really need Waterworks gear, but for the sake of this build or just being level 60, you're gonna do it for the XP. Lastly, doing zigzag as well. You're gonna get pretty close to level 65, and the reason why that's important is because you can actually upgrade your jewels. So this would turn into 7%, and you get more pierce. So I have I believe only 2. So I only have 2 circle jewels, but they would be upgraded 1% each. So that's it. I want to make this short and sweet. If you guys want to see other schools, I have like I can do life, I can do ice, I can do. I'm not really sure what else I could do. I could honestly do any school. Like I have the gear, I just don't have a level 60 character. But either way, that's that. If you guys want to see more level 60 builds, I can do level 100 for myth. I have a couple I can do. Don't ask for max level because I don't have the perfect max level setup because I don't raid. So I kind of dwell in the first arc, second arc, that type of area, third arc as well. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next useless gear guide, whenever that is. So peace out.